And good evening. Welcome back to the Highlander Activity Center, where tonight Valley City and Grand Forks Central meet in what is, at least for the second half of the bottom half of the conference, if you will, a big game here in the standings. This game is worth 2 points in the standings. Again, a pleasant good evening to you. Paul McDonald with you tonight here from the Hack, along with Technical Director Derek Bear, camera operator, and Assistant Technical Director Jaden Johnson here tonight from the Hack. Game just completed here a little while ago. Valley City C Squad coming up with a 67-21 victory over the Knights to get the night started here in Valley City. Again, these two teams both looking to kind of get themselves righted here as we're closing in on the end of the first half of the regular season. Highliners, this starts a very crucial stretch for them, as this game and the next two, West Fargo Cheyenne and again Fargo, I believe it's Fargo North, but they have 3 consecutive 2-point games coming up here for the Highliners in their next 3 games. So they've got 3 big ones as far as the standings are concerned, starting with tonight. Then they got West Fargo Cheyenne Friday night, then at Fargo North next Tuesday. Again, all 3 of these games are worth 2 points in the standings. And as I mentioned, the Highliners coming in, they are 1-9 in conference play, or 1-6 in conference play, and overall they are 2-7. And for Grand Forks Central, they are 1-6, 1-9 overall, and 1-9 in conference play. So again, the winner of this one picks up 2 very crucial points in the standings going into this second half of conference play. Coming up, we've got to look at our starting lineups. That's right around the corner. Also on the way, we've got the national anthem. Highliner Pep Band is in full vigor tonight, and we've got that coming up as the pregame continues from the Hack. This is Highliner Basketball on the Highliner Activity Network. Back here in Valley City, the Highliners and the Knights. We are moments away from getting this one started, this varsity game between Valley City and Grand Forks Central. As I mentioned, a crucial game as far as the standings are concerned. And actually, tonight's a big night in the EDC. There are 3 other 2-point games. Fargo Davies at Devils Lake, West Fargo Horses at North, and Red River and West Fargo. That's a biggie at the top of the standings. Right now, Red River has yet to lose, 9-0 in the conference and 10-0 overall, taking on once beaten West Fargo. So a big one in the top half of the conference tonight between the Packers and the Rough Riders, and that game is at West Fargo. Again, those 2-point games in the standings, very crucial, and that's what makes this game very crucial for Valley City. And the Highliners are going to be a little short-handed tonight. Sam Hatcher is homesick, so they are going to be short-handed as far as starting lineup and off the bench, as Greta Govan will be starting in her place tonight for Valley City. Well, let's take a look at the starting lineups first for the Grand Forks Central Knights. Morgan Hallgren will be starting at a guard, a 5'5 senior. Aspen Thompson, a 5'7 junior, along with Emily Arnold. She's a 5'10 junior. Lauren Reardon, a 5'8 sophomore, and J.C. Reardon, as I mentioned, played the first half of the C-Squad game, but she is a starter on the varsity, 5'9", and a freshman. She's also one of the top 3-point shooters in conference play coming into tonight's action. Valley City, again, they will go like this. Drew Potretz, a 5'5 junior. Carly Govan, the 6' senior. Greta Govan, the sophomore, 5'11. Tessa Olson, the 5'9 junior. And Brooke Egermont, the 6' senior. Your starting lineups. And before we get to the tip-off, we'll have the playing of our national anthem, again being played tonight by the Highliner Pep Band under the direction of Rebecca Elliott.
would like to say thank you to Epworth's Holy Grounds for being the Highlander Superfans Couch sponsor tonight. And now for your starting lineup. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Grand Forks Central Knights.
Again, that starting lineup for Grand Forks Central. Morgan Hallgren, a senior, just 4 seniors on this roster. And she is the lone senior that starts. Again, 5'5" at the guard position. Lauren Reardon, a 5'8" sophomore, starting at another guard. At a forward is a 5'7" junior, Aspen Thompson. At another forward, a 5'9" freshman, J.C. Reardon. And starting in the posts is Emily Arnold. She is 5'10" and a junior. And coming into play here tonight for Grand Forks Central, Lauren Reardon averaging just under 19 points per game at 18.8. She's the leading scorer for the Knights coming into play here tonight. Emily Arnold, as far as the starters are concerned, Emily Arnold in the post, she's averaging about 2.7 points per game, 3.4 rebounds. And Lauren Reardon, 18.8 points and 6.6 rebounds per game, leading the way for Valley City. And I mentioned J.C. Reardon, she too is having a good season for the Varsity, averaging 4.5 points, and she is just under 8 rebounds a game. Valley City leading the way there, of course, Brooke Egermont. She's averaging about 12 points per game, 6 rebounds per game. And Carly Govan, she leads the club in rebounds as she is averaging just over 7 rebounds per ball game to go along with 10 points per game. Those are the only 2 Highlanders that are in double figures in scoring, and those are the ones to watch here in tonight's matchup. One thing Grand Forks Central does well is they defend the three-pointer very well. They are 3rd in the conference in opponents' three-point percentage at about 26%. And, of course, that is a big part of the Highlanders game, especially if Brooke Egermont is on the bench. They go with that perimeter game with Tessa Olson, the Govans, along with, of course, Drew Potrat. She's one of the top in the conference, averaging about 1.8 three-pointers per game. But again, tonight, missing Sam Hatcher from that starting lineup for Valley City. Jim McDaniel, Tyler Schleck, Ron Udell, our officials here tonight. In this big 2-point matchup, the boys, they are up in Grand Forks taking on the Knights in boys basketball in a key 2-point game for them as well. Tessa Olson will jump center for Valley City, and the tip comes down, and the Highlanders will gain possession, and they will have it first working from our right to left. Olson to Egermont, working up high, now to Potratz. Left of the lane, ball knocked away, stolen. Back to the way, here come the Knights. Driving through, Laura Reardon, layup, no, misfires, and the rebound underneath. Loose ball, no one has control. Now finally Reardon kicks it back up onto the wing, and Knights gain control. Laura Reardon, three-pointer left corner is good. Well, it didn't take long, and Laura Reardon knocked down the three-pointer from that far corner. And a quick early 3-0 lead for the Knights. Here's a three-pointer by Potratz. I think 3 games in a row she started scoring by doing that. But the rebound, Egermont missed the first one, grabbed the second, and put that back up and in. Egermont missed the first one, grabbed it, put it back. And she's got her first 2, and it's a 3-2 Knight lead. Pressure by the Highlanders, broken. Reardon in the lane, good. That's J.C. Reardon knocking down the 2-pointer. And it's a 5-2 Knight lead. Here's Potratz for Valley City to Egermont. Shot up, bounces off. And the rebound controlled by the Knights. Back the other way. Aspen Thompson grabbed the rebound. And down low, ball knocked away there from Reardon. A mid-range jumper taken, and that doesn't connect. And Tessa Olson falling down as the rebound. Fell to the ground, but got it to Potratz. Her down-court pass knocked away, saving it right in the hands of Govan. The ball was underneath the basket, was saved inbounds briefly by Emily Arnold, but that went right into the hands of Carly Govan, who got the easy 2. 5-4, there's a turnover, ball out of bounds off the Knights. So Valley City will get the ball, 16-19 here in the first half, trailing 5-4. Inbounds Olson, pressure here by the Knights. Down court, here's Govan, Greta, left of the wing. Cross court, Potratz. Right of the lane, Potretz goes back up top to Olson. Tessa gets it back into the corner to Govan. Inside, Egermont, ball knocked away and out of bounds and stays with Valley City. J.C. Reardon knocked it away, but it'll stay with the Highliners. Govan will trigger the inbounds. Greta holds it and brings it underneath to Carly. Layup, no. And the rebound grabbed there by Reardon. Reardon gets it off to Hallgren. Hallgren tried to force it into the front court. Stolen by Olson. Tessa Olson layup. Good. That's another thing the Highlanders do well. Averaging 14 steals per game as a team. There's a steal and the bucket by Tessa Olson with 15:45 to go. Highlanders by 1. Cross-court pass, far wing. Three-pointer from the left side, off the mark. High rebound. Reardon grabs it, goes back up and 2. J.C. Reardon, she's got 4. And the Knights go back up by 1 at 7-6. In the front court, Egermont open. Oh, and she couldn't get it to her in time. Open underneath was Govan. Turnover. Back the other way come the Knights with Laura Reardon. Reardon into the front court. Goes around Govan. Underneath shot. Doesn't fall. And Olson grabs a rebound for Valley City. Highlanders down by 1 as we approach 15 minutes to go in the first half. Potretz, stop, pop, three-pointer, left wing. Off the mark. Long rebound here to the near corner, and Drew can't get to it. It'll go out of bounds. It'll be night ball. 14:57. We've had 2 lead changes. And it's a 7-6 advantage right now for the Knights. Inbound stolen. Another steal. Govan. Cross court. Olson. Layup. Good. Greta Govan with the steal and the assist. And Tessa Olson, she's got 4 of her team's 8 points as we have our third lead change. Now we have a whistle and a foul called here on Valley City. That's going to go against Carly Govan. Her first team foul. Inbounds far side. Thompson will bring it in for the Knights. Long one into the corner. Now back to Thompson. Thompson gets it up top to Hallgren. Hallgren passing to the far corner. Reardon. Reardon dribbling left of the lane. Knocked away. Picked up by Hallgren. Back to Thompson. Thompson driving in. Teardrop runner. No. But saves it inbounds right in the hands of Egermont. Egermont for Valley City. Back the other way come the Highlanders with Tessa Olson. And we got a foul in the backcourt. 3 Knights are around Olson. And one of them's going to get a foul. That'll be Aspen Thompson. Her first team foul. And the Highlanders will bring it up. Tessa Olson running the point. Comes across the logo, left-hand dribble. Near side, Govan. Carly down low, Egermont. Off the glass, no. Rolls off. And the rebound is controlled by Thompson for Grand Forks Central. Reardon now into the front court. Pass far side. Lauren on the wing. Down low, JC. Goes around Egermont. Blocked there by Brooke, out of bounds. And it will stay with the Central. So the Knights will trigger the inbounds. It'll be on the baseline. On the eye and Highliners on that left baseline. Looking is Hallgren. Now brings it onto the wing. Back to Hallgren in the corner. Three-pointer left side. Back iron too hard. A rebound grabbed by J.C. Reardon. And then she lost it. Picked up by Govan. Over to Potretz. Olson with her. And her pass was kicked and knocked away by Lauren Reardon. Now Hallgren back to the way for the Knights. Quickly into the front court. All the way down. That one doesn't go. And Tessa Olson there for her third rebound. Here's Egermont. Near side. Across the timeline. Govan to Potretz. Left side. Back on the wing. On the elbow. Egermont driving it left of the lane. Back to Potretz for 3. And that air ball backside. But right there on the rebound was Carly Govan. Reset the offense. Potretz dribble drive. Going up strong. Shot partially blocked. Ball on the floor. Grabbed by the Knights. Back into the front court. We're going to have a foul called on Valley City. That's going to be on Drew Potretz, her second team foul. Hadley Thorson into the lineup along with Faith Peterson for Valley City. And we are going to have a 30-second timeout taken by the Adriana Adams, the head coach of the Central Knights. 13-12 to go. We're in the first half. Valley City leading at 8-7. We're back with more Highlander basketball on the Highlander Activity Network. as we come out of the timeout. 13-12 to go here in the first half. Valley City up 8-7. We've had 3 lead changes. Knights with the basketball. There's the ball tip. Another steal by Govan, as Govan averaging just about 1 3/4 steals per game, which is, again, in the top 10 in the East region. Here along the near side, Thompson, though, as the Knights regain control. Top of the key, Hallgren. Hallgren on that far side, again, nearly stolen by Govan. Back up top, near side, Thompson. Dribble drive baseline, air ball backside rebound on the floor, and Faith Peterson controls for Valley City. She'll outlet it to Potratz. Here come the Highliners back the other way into the front court with Drew Potratz. Over to Peterson. Faith driving in all the way through. Runner, backboard too hard. Now back to the way come the Knights on the fast break. Here's Thompson layup. Hallgren actually layup good. Hallgren with the layup. And we have our 4th lead change here in the first half. 9-8, Knights leading with 12-13 to go. Inside turnaround jumper by Govan, no. But Greta saves it in bounds to Peterson. Her baseline pass is stolen by the Knights. Here the Knights back into the front court. All the way down, layup is good by Aspen Thompson. And now we've got a whistle. And maybe a warning. Ron Nudell, the referee, said something to Aspen Thompson. I think he actually asked her if she was okay, because I think she got something in the face. So he was just asking if she was okay. Here's Peterson for the Highliners to Govan up top, Potratz. Backdoor pass, Hadley Thorson knocked away, but into the hands of Carly Govan for the easy 2. So Carly Govan was right there for the easy bucket off the pass and the tip. 11-10, Highlanders down by 1. Bounce pass into the front court, another Govan steal. Into the front court, here comes Carly, layup good. Steal and a bucket by Govan. And the Highliners go back up with 11:20 remaining here in this first half, our 5th lead change. Down low quickly, high off the glass, bouncing off. And a shot taken by the Knights there. I think that was Holwiger. And the rebound is out to Grand Forks Central. Here's a 3-pointer near corner by Reardon. That doesn't go. Holwiger with the rebound up and in. Kara Holwiger with the Holwiger did get the bucket. And we've got another lead change. That is number 6 here in the first half. Peterson to Potratz. And a travel called on Drew. So the turnover gives the ball back over to the Knights. Leading by 1, 13-12. Tessa Olson, Greta Govan back in for Valley City. Brooke Egermont, along with Hadley Thorson and Morgan Holmgren, all on the floor here for Grand Forks Central. There's the ball knocked away and out of bounds. It will stay with the Knights. 10:43 to go in the first half. 13-12, Knights leading. We've had 6 lead changes, no ties yet. Inbounds, comes up top, Reardon. Swings it off, 3-pointer, far side, front rim, too hard. Rebound off of some, looked like it was off some Knights. They're going to say no, and off of Highliner. And out of bounds, it will stay with Central. So they will inbound it on the baseline. Inbounds on the wing, Reardon, up top. Holwiger, dribble drive, in the lane, floater, bounces up and bounces through. 4 points for Kira Holwiger. And it's a 15-12 lead for the Knights. That's their biggest. That equals their biggest lead. Last 3-point lead was 11-8. Inside, Egermont. Double team, kicks it off. Olsen, dribble drive, left baseline. Strong to the hole. That rolls off. And then Tessa got her own rebound, kicks it out. Here's Peterson for 3, knocking it down. Faith Peterson with the 3-pointer. Olsen with the rebound and the assist. And we've got our first tie of the game, 15-15, as we approach 10 minutes remaining here in the first half. Quickly into the front court. Reardon here along the near wing. Aspen Thompson, shot off the glass, bounces off, no. And Faith Peterson controls the rebound for the Highliners. That's her 3rd already here in the first half. Olsen, far side to Govan. Govan circles around on that left elbow, or right elbow, to Thorson. Inside Egermont. Again, Brooke double team. We're going to get tie up here momentarily. Oh, no, we don't. But now falling on it, and now we get a tie up. Falling out like it was a fumble was Reardon, and the alternate possession gives it over to Grand Forks Central. So the Knights will have it tied 15-15 as Emily Giroux comes into the lineup for Grand Forks Central. 9:34 to go in the first half. Inbound tip, another steal by Govan, layup no. Gets her own rebound up, no, but she's going to go to the free throw line. Govan with another steal. Got the rebound on the first missed shot and then couldn't get the second one to go through. And Lauren Reardon will pick up her first personal foul, second team foul. So Govan at the line will shoot 2 for Valley City. Greta, 75% free throw shooter on the year, plumps the first one through. Gives the Highliners the lead back at 16-15. And adds another one to it, her first 2 points. 17-15, biggest lead for Valley City. There's a steal. Olsen into the hands of Thorson, gets it to Govan. Govan, baseline over to Egermont, up and good. Count it, she's fouled. Count the bucket. Greta Govan will get the assist. And Egermont has a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play. That started with another steal. It was Govan that knocked it away. Thorson then controlled the loose ball. And now Egermont at the line for Valley City. Brooke, a 68% free throw shooter on the season for the Highliners. Nails that one. Three-point play. And Valley City has their biggest lead of the game at 5, 20-15. A little 8-point run here for the Highliners. Now we have a foul in the backcourt on Valley City. That'll be on Hadley Thorson. That'll be her first. Third team foul. Thompson brings it in. Holwiger here on the right side. It works it into the corner. Watched there by Egermont. Pass up top. Thompson, far side, Holgren. Holgren gives it back to Thompson. Thompson here on the right wing. Goes back cross court. Oh, pass a little too high, and that's going to be out of bounds. That'll be a turnover on the Knights. Highlander ball. 8:58 remaining. Drew Potratz back in for Valley City. Carly Govan back in for the Highliners. And it'll be Govan will trigger the inbounds. Brings into Olsen. Cross court, Potratz into the corner. Here's Greta Govan. The teardrop from the left baseline for 2. Greta Govan now has 4, and the Highliners open up a 7-point lead. Back to the way is Holgreger, and Holwiger with 6 points as she hit that one off the glass. 22-17. That snapped a 10-0 run by Valley City. Top of the key, Potratz for 3. Misfires. Egermont can't control the rebound. It's on the floor. And possession arrow will keep it with Valley City. So Highlanders will maintain possession. Lauren Reardon will come back in the lineup for the Knights. As Giroux will set down. Govan with the inbounds, baseline near side for the Highlanders. Brings it in. Greta to Carly. Carly with the easy basket. Third assist now for Govan here in the first half. And the Highlanders lead back up to 7, 24-17. Another near steal. Back the other way as they break the pressure. Got to the near steal and layup good by Reardon. J.C. Reardon has 6. And it's 24-19. Potratz lobbing it inside. Govan all alone for the easy bucket. So Carly Govan snuck in. She's got 8. And back to that 7-point lead. And now we have a foul in the backcourt on Valley City. And that's going to be called on Govan. Carly Govan will pick up her second personal foul, 4th team foul. So she'll come out, Faith Peterson in. Giroux will come back in the lineup here for the Knights. Holwiger will sit down. And the Knights will have the inbound here on the near sideline into the backcourt. Holgren. Holgren comes across the timeline. Near side, Giroux for 3. Hits off the rim. Rebound on the floor, and Faith Peterson tied up Reardon. And possession arrow will keep it with Grand Forks Central. So the Knights will maintain possession. (26-19) Valley City. Here on the near side, Giroux into the corner. Long 3 by Thompson. Off the rim, no. Good positioning. Rebound number 5 for Olsen. Olsen into the front court and then lost the dribble. And she couldn't decide if she wanted to pass or dribble. Loose ball picked up by Lauren Reardon, uses her body to shield the defender and gets the bucket. 26-21, back to a 5-point game, 7:13 to go. First half, Highliners with the lead and the basketball. Here's Peterson, near side, Potretz, top of the key, Govan, far side, Olsen. Olsen, then she lost it again off the dribble. Loose ball picked up by Reardon into the front court, bounce pass up ahead. Holgren blocked by Govan. But they're going to say a foul on Greta. That'll be her first. 5th team foul. And that will send Morgan Holgren to the free throw line for Grand Forks Central to shoot 2. First Knight to go to the line tonight. And the first one comes up short. Holgren, a 37% free throw shooter on the year. Olsen sits down. Hadley Thorson back in. Morgan Holgren with 2 points. And the one free throw's up, good. She gets 1 out of 2. She's got 3. 26-22. Highliners by 4. Egerman, near side. Peterson, three-pointer. Potratz, there you go. Drew Potratz knocks down her first three-pointer of the game from that left wing. And Valley City opening up a 7-point lead, 29-22. Back the other way, three-pointer shot doesn't go. There for Thompson, and then hitting the backboard, trying to save it, was Reardon, and it'll be Highliner ball. 6 minutes, 26 seconds to go. We've got a timeout on the floor taken by Valley City. It is a full timeout. 6:26 to go, first half, 29-22, advantage to Valley City. We're back with more Highliner basketball on the Highliner Activity Network. Out of the timeout, Valley City leading it 29-22, night basketball. There's a shot taken and a foul called. Another foul on Valley City. This will be their 6th team foul. Faith Peterson will pick up her first. And so to the free throw line will be Lauren Reardon, shooting 2. Her first trip to the line and rattles home the first one. We're an 80% free throw shooter on the season. Free throw, good. She gets them both. So Reardon has 7. The lead is at 5, 29-24. Half-court trap and tie-up. Possession will go to Valley City. So the inbounds knocked away by the Knights. It will stay with Valley City. Inbounds comes here near corner. Thorson onto the wing. And then a foul going to be called there on the Knights. That's going to be on Aspen Thompson, her second. That is team foul number 4 on the Knights. So the Highliners will get the inbounds. Here's the pass inside, Egerman. Bounce pass intended for Thorson, and a little bit too wide for Hadley, goes out of bounds. And so the ball will go back over to Grand Forks Central. 6 minutes, 10 seconds to go, and then a near steal. We're going to have a jump ball. It will stay with the Knights. At this rate, I'm going to run out of possession arrows in my scorebook in the first half. Inbounds. Knights will bring it up near sideline. Potretz get plowed into, but she's going to be called for the foul for Drew. That'll be her seventh team foul. And that's going to send Lauren Reardon to the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1. So Reardon to the line for Grand Forks Central. And Reardon coming into tonight, 5th in the conference, 18.8 points per game. Gets the friendly bounce there. She's got 8 tonight. Second free throw up and rattles in and out. And a rebound, Hadley Thorson controls for Valley City. Thorson in the front court. Peterson now to Olson. Highlanders up by 4, 29-25. Pass Thorson, inside Egremont, double team, lost the handle. Turnover. Here come the Knights, back the other way. All the way down goes Reardon, left hand no. And Peterson made her change that shot and then grabbed her 4th rebound. Outlets it to Olson, and then a foul in the backcourt there called on Lauren Reardon. So Reardon will pick up her second personal foul, 5th team foul. And inbounds. It goes off the hands of Tessa Olson. Actually, I think it was tipped by the Knights. Either way, Olson goes into the backcourt, brings it up. Cross court to Peterson. Into the corner, Govan. Govan back to Peterson. Faith here, the left side to Thorson. Thorson picks up the dribble. Up top, Govan, far side. Olson inside for Egremont. Blocked from behind, and a foul going to be called there on J.C. Reardon. That'll be her first. 6th team foul. So the inbounds will be on the baseline. Govan will trigger it in for the Highliners. Brings it up top. Egremont left alone for the long 3. Count it! Brooke Egremont knocks down the long 3-pointer. She's got 8. And the Highliners open up that 7-point lead again, 32-25. Steal in the backcourt. Peterson comes up with it for the Highliners on the errant pass. Egremont now to Olson. Olson into the front court. Bounce pass intended for Thorson. Knocked away, stolen by Reardon. Pass up ahead. And then knocked away by Peterson. Back to the hands of Lauren Reardon for 3. Her 3-pointer no. And then Peterson on the floor has the rebound. They're called jump ball. And possession arrow will give it to the Highliners. Greta Govan had that pass, that line set up that 3-pointer. Govan now has 4 assists. Here in the game in the first half. Here's Thorson for Valley City. Double team in the baseline. Passes right in the hands of Reardon. Then Faith Peterson will pick up her second personal foul. And the 8th team foul. So you're sending one of the better free throw shooters in the conference back to the free throw line. Greta Govan and Tessa Olson right there as far as assists are concerned. Greta's got 4 tonight. Tessa 1. At the line, Reardon shooting 2. Or shooting a 1-and-1. First one, no. Faith Peterson controls the rebound for the Highliners. She's got 5 right now. Now Peterson across the logo. Like Highliners up 32-25. 4:20 remaining. There's the ball tipped. Another turnover for Valley City. Reardon all the way down for the Knights. Layup comes up short. And then the rebound, Faith Peterson couldn't control it. They're going to say it was knocked out of bounds off of the Knights. Andrea Adams, the head coach of the Knights, not quite sure how that went that way, but it did. So here come the Highliners. This 7-point lead is their biggest lead at 32-25. They'd had it several times here in the first half. 4 minutes remaining. Lob down low. Govan can't control it. Saves it. Carly saves it to Greta. Gets the layup for 2. Greta's got 6. Carly will pick up an assist on that one. And that's the biggest lead of the game for Valley City. 34-25. 3:40 remaining. Holwiger onto the wing, long two-pointer, front rim, no. And the rebound controlled by Valley City, controlled by Carly Govan. And then in the backcourt, Potratz near tie-up. Are we going to get a tie-up or a travel? We're going to get a tie-up. And possession arrow back over to the Knights. So the turnover gives it to the Knights, trailing by 9. 3 minutes and 28 seconds to go here in the first half. That'll bring Kinley Suffolk into the lineup for the Highliners. Inbounds here in the near side. Brought in. Driving through Hallgren. Tried to pass it off. Lost it. Got it back. Now to Holwiger. And she gave it right into the hands of Greta Govan. Up ahead to Olsen. Has Suffolk with her, but her pass a little bit too high for Kinley. And out of bounds. And the turnover gives it right back over to the Knights. Coming up at halftime, third grade girls basketball team going to be the Little Liners. Going to be playing here at halftime. Cross court, Knights with the ball, trailing by 9. Reardon directing traffic, gets it off to Hallgren. Hallgren double team. Now to Holwiger, over near side Reardon for 3, swish. Lauren Reardon, 11 here in the first half. 34-28, pass inside, Olsen to Govan, no, but a foul called. And that'll send Carly to the free throw line. 17th foul on the Knights here in the first half. That's going to go on Emily Arnold, her first. So now at the line is Carly Govan. Yes, gets the first one. 9 points for Govan. Again, coming in averaging just a shade over 10. 54% free throw shooter on the season. And the left-hander sends it up and stays true to her percentage. Misses that one. 1 for 2 for Govan. Highliners up by 7. Biggest lead has been at 9. Lobbing it down low. Arnold, foul. Hope that's on Faith Peterson. That's number 3 on Faith. And the Highliners can't afford to get in foul trouble. Again, they're one player short on the bench with Sam Hatcher out sick tonight. Third foul there on Faith. 9th team foul. So Emily Arnold at the line for the Knights. Misses on the front end. That'll bring Egerman in, and Peterson will sit down. Arnold, 45% free throw shooter on the year. And she misses them both. Holwiger, though, grabs the rebound, and then we're going to have a jump ball and possession arrow to the Highliners. So Highliners will have it. 2.5 minutes to go. First half, leading 35-28. Ball tip, Holwiger with the steal. Holwiger driving in the lane, just inside the free throw line. Shot no. And then we're going to get, yes, another jump ball. And possession arrow to the Knights. So Kiera Holwiger will trigger the inbounds here on the baseline for Central. Down by 7. Brought in, Reardon running through the lane, layup good. Reardon with 13 here in this first half. Again, coming in averaging just under 19 a game. Another steal. Holwiger, bounce pass, far side layup, no. Holwiger gets the rebound, back up and 2 for Grand Forks Central. Kiera's got 8, and just like that, it's a 3-point game, 35-32. Here's Carly Govan underneath. Shot rolls off, no. Suffolk grabs the rebound. She's fouled, and she'll get a couple of free throws here. Kinley in amongst the post players. And now she will get a couple of free throws here. That foul called on Hallgren. That is her first 8th team foul. So Kinley at the free throw line. First one up, good. I will withhold her free throw percentage on the year following this free throw with fear of jinxing. And she got them both. She is 3 for 3 from the line this year in the varsity. 37-32 Valley City. Inside 2 minutes to go. Down court pass. Arnold left all alone. Got ahead on the break and gets the layup. So it's 37-34. There's a near steal. And it is a steal for the Knights. Reardon hustling back the other way. Bounce pass ahead. Hallgren layup blocked there by Olsen. Rebound grabbed by Arnold. And now the Knights are going to have to reset. Trailing by 3. With 25 seconds, the runner by Hallgren, gets her own rebound. Kicks it back onto the wing. Reardon lines up the three-pointer. That's off the mark. And rebound by Egermont for Valley City. Book grabbing her third. Down court, Govan as Carly got it to Greta. Greta missed the bunny. And the Knights grab the rebound. Again, a chance to tie for Grand Forks Central with the three-pointers. We approach 1 minute remaining. Reardon, crossover dribble. Runner in the lane, scoop shot, no. Rebound down by Carly Govan, her third. Here comes Sepulveda for the Highliners. Hesitates, driving all the way through, layup, no. Final minute of this first half. J.C. Reardon had the rebound for the Knights. Now Hallgren will bring it up the floor. 45 seconds to go, 37-34. Lauren Reardon being hounded there by Govan at the half-court line. Hallgren far side. Cross-court pass to Reardon. 10 on the shot clock. Hallwiger. Reardon, three-pointer right wing, good. We are tied at 37 with 30 seconds to go here in the half. And then the ball stripped from behind and a steal. Back the other way come the Knights. Down low, Hallwiger, layup, good. Off the steal and a bucket with 18 seconds to go. 39-37. Pass far side, another turnover in the lane, stolen by the Knights. J.C. Reardon now into the front court. 5 seconds to go in the half. Reardon cross-court pass. Here's Lauren, long three-pointer at the horn, short. And then she hits the deck hard. No whistle. They're going to call it a flop. And that is the way our first half ends. Your score at halftime, it is 39-37. Grand Forks Central leading by 2 in a very entertaining first half. We're back with our halftime here from the Hack. This is Highliner Basketball on the Highliner Activity Network. We are at halftime. Pardon me. Valley City is trailing 39-37. A little 5-point run there down the stretch by Grand Forks Central, and actually it turned out being a 14-3 run to end the half by the Knights as the Highlanders led 34-29. That was their biggest lead of the game, that 9-point cushion. But then the Knights came back. They got a steal and a three-pointer by Lauren Reardon that tied the game with 30 seconds to go. And then on the ensuing possession for Valley City, another steal, and this time was a bucket by Kara Holwiger, and that made it 39-37, and that is your score at the half. Last score we had for the boys, the Highlander boys trailing Grand Forks Central. That game again going on up in Central. That is 25-14. Grand Forks Central leading that game in the first half. Well, let's take a look at the scoring here in this one. Valley City led by Carly Govan, as she had 9 points in that first half. 8 points by Brooke Egermont, 6 from Greta Govan, 4 points from Tessa Olson, 3 points from Faith Peterson, and 3 points from Drew Potratz, and a couple of free throws from Kinley Suffolk for their total of 37 in that first half. For Central, Lauren Reardon coming in averaging 18.8 a game. She had 16 in the first half. Kara Holwiger, she had 10 points in that first half for Grand Forks Central. And Holwiger averages coming in, averaging about 6.5 a game, so she's already over her average. J.C. Reardon at 6 points, 3 from Morgan Hallgren, Aspen Thompson, and Emily Arnold, each with 2 points in that first half. 39-37, again, as I mentioned, a key 2-point game in the EDC standings here coming into play tonight, as Valley City and Grand Forks Central on down there at the bottom. You look at coming in, Red River, they are playing at West Fargo tonight. They are undefeated in conference play. Davies and West Fargo High each with 1 loss. Then Fargo Shanley at 7-4, West Fargo Cheyenne 6-3. The top 4 teams get byes and do not have to play in. Of course, that's new this year with the addition of West Fargo Horace. And then Wapaton, North, Horace, Devils Lake, and Valley City and Central. And you look at that middle part, who wants to move up. Right now, Valley City sitting in that number 10 spot. They've got a 2-point game tonight with Central. They've got a 2-point game with West Fargo Cheyenne coming up Friday night, and another 2-point game against Fargo North. Those 2 games on the road, Friday night at Cheyenne, and next Tuesday they will be at Fargo North. And those are going to be big games. You've got 6 points in the conference sitting out there here over the next 3 games for Valley City. Well, you can come away with a couple of wins. You'd like to get a sweep and get those 6 points. You're really putting yourself in a good position as far as getting into those top 4. But if you at least get a couple of wins there, pick up 4 points, and you're finding yourself in great shape. You look at tonight, the winner of tonight's game will have themselves 3 points in conference play, with Horace and Fargo North playing one another for a 2-point game. And Devils Lake, they're playing a 2-point game tonight. So one of those 2 teams, Valley Cedar Central, whoever wins tonight, quite probably will move up 1, maybe 2 spots in the standings after tonight. As we start the second half, it will be Highlander basketball to start things in the second half. You look at foul trouble for the Knights. Aspen Thompson and Lauren Reardon each have 2. For Valley City, Faith Peterson off the bench with 3. Carly Govan and Drew Potratz each have 2 personal fouls in that first half. Paul McDonald with you here from the Highland Activity Center on the Highland Activity Network, live on YouTube. Again, if you want to find us, just go to YouTube and search Highlander Activities or Valley City Highlander Activities, and you can go ahead and watch past games. Watch the C-Squad game earlier tonight, or you can watch live action and live activities here on the Highland Activity Network. Jaden Johnson and Derek Bear, technical director and assistant director tonight, Cameron Ben. And we are ready for the second half. Valley City down by 2. We'll start with the basketball. Tess Olsen dribble drive into the far corner. Potratz back up top. Govan here to the near side. Here comes Greta. Greta steps back, goes back up top to Potratz. Drew with 1 3-pointer tonight, averages 1.8 per game coming in. Govan, baseline, cut off there by Arnold. Inside Egermont. Brooke going in strong. Right hand off the glass for two. We are tied at 39 as Brooke Egermont gets the bucket. 17 and a half minutes here in the first half. She hits double figures with 10. Up top, driving through, right hand dribble is Thompson, then lost the dribble, is knocked away, out of bounds. So we'll stay with Grand Forks Central. 29-18, Highlander boys trailing by 11. That game going on up at Central tonight. Here in the near corner, three-pointer, Arnold, air ball. Backside rebound, Reardon, reverse layup, rolls it in. The reverse layup there by J.C. Reardon, she's got 8. 41-39, Valley City back down by 2. Entry pass here to Egermont. Back up top, Govan. Near side, Carly DeGreta. Inside to Egermont. One dribble, turnaround, shot block, foul called on J.C. Reardon. That'll be her second, first team foul. And Brooke Egermont will go back to the free throw line. Breaking the equipment. It's because I keep shaking this thing. Free throw by Govan. Misfired on the first one. Brooke now 1 for 2 at the line. Free throw on the way. Ooh, missed them both. Tough 2 missed free throws. Those were key. 16:49 to go. Here's Reardon into the front court. Three-pointer, far side, Hallgren, high off the glass, no. And Govan had the rebound for Valley City. Controls it, outlets it to Olsen. Tessa, back to Govan. Greta, over to Potratz. Entry pass, knocked away, stolen by Reardon. Down court, Chasey gets it up ahead. Here's Lauren, layup, good foul, count it. Lauren Reardon up ahead of the pack, gets the layup and the foul. So Reardon now with 18 points and a chance at the three-point play. Foul on Greta Govan, her second, first team. Free throw, ooh, no good. Big miss there. Egermont gets the rebound for Valley City, her fourth. Highlanders now down by 4. Biggest lead for the Knights. It was at one time 3 their biggest lead. Potratz, head shoulder fake, keeps it. Up top, Govan to Egermont. Dribble drive, left of the lane. Back over to Govan. Driving baseline, the left-hand mid-range jumper for 2 by Carly Govan. She's in double figures with 11. 43-41. Highlanders down by a deuce. Cross-court pass, a little too high there for Reardon, out of bounds. So the ball will go over to the Highlanders. That'll bring Kiara Olweger into the lineup for the Knights. With 15:55 to go here in the second half. Highlanders down, chance to tie or take the lead. Olsen into the front court, couple of nifty behind the back dribbles. Now to Potratz, entry pass, Egermont. Egermont, turn, jumper, 15-footer, no. Rebound into the hands of J.C. Reardon, off to Lauren. Lauren will bring it into the front court all the way down. Pass far corner, Hallgren for 3. High arcer for 3 by Morgan Hallgren. She has got 6. 46-41, stealing the inbounds. Hallreger with the bucket. She's got 12. That's the biggest lead now for the Knights at 8, 48-41 on back-to-back steals. Three-pointer far side. Potratz rattles in and out, no. Oh, and Egermont had to be careful not to pick up her second personal. Well, actually would have been her first, but rebound by the Knights. Now Reardon and Drew Potratz will pick up her third personal foul. Guarding a little closely on that far sideline. Second team foul, third for Drew. That'll bring Arnold to the bench. Giroux into the lineup for Central. 15:08 remaining, 48-41. Little 5-point mini run here for the Knights. Here's a steal, near steal by Govan. Olweger picks it up to Giroux. Near side, starts in left of the lane. Shot, there's their pass was knocked away by Egermont. But the Knights regain control. Three-pointer far side, Reardon good. Lauren Reardon finds a way to get open and knock down. She's got 21. Football pass to Egermont. Egermont trying to pass, and her elbow was hit. No call. Loose ball picked up by the Knights. Here's Hallgren. Far side. Picked up by Hallweger. 10-point lead for the Knights now. Three-pointer top of the key. Good. Three-pointer by Giroux. 54-41. Jimmy Howard wants a timeout. It's a full timeout. 14:29 left to go here in this second half. Highliners trailing now by 13. It's an 11-0 run for the Knights. We're back with more Highliner basketball on the Highliner Activity Network. We come out of the timeout, Valley City trailing 54-41. There's an inbound knocked away. Right now the Knights defense is really having issues, and I think this is where you miss Sam Hatcher, that senior in the backcourt. Very good at handling the pressure. Here comes Potratz into the front court. Pass, a little high, but grabbed by Peterson. Off to Govan. Stop, pop, mid-range jumper. No, foul called. She'll go to the line. This is on J.C. Reardon. That'll be her third team foul. So Carly Govan back to the free throw line. She's 1 of 2 at the line tonight. Got a 54% free throw shooter on the year, averages about 10 points a game. Free throw up, good. She's already over that. She's got 12. So Reardon will come out. Arnold back in for the Knights. And Dakota Potratz in for Valley City. That free throw stopped a 11-0 run by the Knights. Free throw rattles in and out. No. Hallwiger clears off the rebound. Knights back the other way, leading by 12. In the front court, Reardon. Hallwiger circles right of the lane. Stopped. Little runner. Good. Kara Hallwiger with 14. And ball knocked away by Reardon. In the backcourt, Highliners facing that pressure. All 10 players right now in the backcourt. Govan to Olsen. She's going to get trapped. Cross-court pass, Potratz. Drew will bring it across. On the far side, hounded there by Hallgren. All the way through, in the lane, going through. She was going to go for a layup, and a foul called. Kara Hallwiger, I believe, picking up this personal foul, which would be her first. Team foul number 3 on the Knights. So Drew Potratz to the line for the first time in the game. 3 points so far for Drew. Free throw up? No. Drew, a 78% free throw shooter on the year. Averages just over 7 points a game. Now has 4. She hits the second one. 56-43. Still a Baker's dozen lead. That equals the biggest lead for Central. 13:45 remaining here. The loose ball on the floor. Down below is Hallgren. Gets it off to Drew. Now back up top, Hallgren. Far side, Reardon. I do not believe Lauren Reardon has sat down tonight, except for halftime and during timeouts. Runner in the lane by Hallwiger. Can't get that to go. And Tessa Olsen saves the rebound. And the Highliners will have it. We're going to have a foul called. And it's going to be on Hallwiger. So she quickly picks up her second personal. 4th team foul. So the Highliners will get the ball back. In the backcourt. Pass up ahead, Peterson. Faith stops in the backcourt. Gives it off to Olsen. She'll come across. Olsen lobs it inside Govan. Here's Carly. Turnaround shot off the glass. Can't get it to go. Giroux with the rebound for Grand Forks Central. She comes across the logo with the left-hand dribble. 13-point lead for the Knights. And it started with a 14-3 run to end the first half. Runner in the lane, no. Rebound grabbed there by Dakota Potratz. And a jump ball, possession arrow. We'll keep it with the Knights. Knights basketball. Inbound on the baseline. And Drew brings it in here, the near wing. Long three by Reardon off the inbounds. Hits off the heel. And there's going to be the third foul on Hallwiger as Govan had the positioning, grabbed the rebound, And Kara Hallwiger slapped her across the head. That's her third personal foul. 15 foul. And those 3 fouls have come within the last 2 minutes off the clock, if not less. Here's Potratz into the front court for Valley City. Hallwiger's still in there, so she needs to be careful. There's the ball tip, steal. Drew has it, coming up the floor, all the way through. Layup, no. Rebound, Hallgren, but a foul called on Dakota Potratz as she was trailing the play. Dakota will pick up her first, third team foul. So Emily Drew is at the line, will shoot 2 shots. 25% free throw shooter on the year. And hits the first. She's got 4 points. Egermont in, Peterson in, Govan and Potratz out for Valley City. Drew, the sophomore, 5'9". Free throw on the way. Good. Rattles them in. Just doubled her made free throws of the year. 58-43. Biggest lead of the night for the Knights. And we have a jump ball and possession to the Highliners. 58-43. 19-6 here in the second half for Grand Forks Central to open up this 15-point lead in his crucial 2-point game in the EDC standings. In the backcourt, ball knocked away. Egermont gets ahead to Olsen. Olsen far side, Peterson. Peterson back up top to Govan, now to Olsen. Olsen, crossover dribble, driving through the lane, stumbles, goes head first, and a foul called. She'll go to the line. That is 6 team fouls now on Grand Forks Central. Giroux will pick up this personal foul. That'll be her first. So Tessa Olsen at the line will shoot 2. The lefty's free throw, good. She's got 5. In comes Hadley Thorson. Olsen, 65% free throw shooter on the year. Averages just a shade under 9 a game. The lefty's free throws up and gets the hometown roll. Thank you. Olsen with her first 2 of the half. She's got 6. 55-48. Highliners trailing with 12:18 to go, second half. Reardon setting up Olsen, driving through, in the lane, goes through a double team, foul call. And that might be on Hadley Thorson, who just checked in. That will be her second personal. Well, they're going to give that on Tessa Olsen. That's her first. It was 32, not 23. 4-team foul, but it'll send Reardon back to the free throw line. Hits the front end. 22 for Lauren Reardon. Allison Dube will check in the lineup here for the Knights. Free throw up. Rattles that one home. 23 for Reardon, coming in averaging 19. Here's Olsen into the front court. All the way down. Tessa. And they're going to call her for carrying. She was drawing a double team. Had Egermont going through the lane and is called for carrying the basketball. The turnover gives it back over to the Knights, leading by 15. Halftime of the boys' game, 39-28. Central leading that one. Here in the front court, Knights, Arnold from about 17, off the glass and 2. So Emily Arnold, not sure if she called bank, but she's got 4. 62-45, 17-point lead. That is the biggest of the game for the Knights. Here's Reardon. Off the steal, down the floor. Lauren Reardon layup, no. Rebound, Egermont has it fall into her lap. She's got 5 boards. Pass, Olsen down court, Govan. Nearly lost it, and she's going to get tied up. Possession to Central. So turnovers hounding Valley City again tonight. So the turnover gives the ball back over to the Knights, but not before a timeout taken by Valley City. It's a 30-second timeout. 11:31 remaining here in this second half. 62-45, Knights with the lead. And the Knights had that 14-3 run to end the first half. A 3-pointer by Lauren Reardon tied the game at 37 with 30 seconds to go. Then on the ensuing drive, a steal. And Kara Holwiger with a bucket underneath gave the Knights the lead, 39-37, and they have not been behind since. And the lead, again, has got up to 17 here in the second half. 23-8, outscoring the Highlanders in this second 18 minutes. But still plenty of time for Valley City to try to get back in this. It just needs some stops and try to quit turning the ball over. Top of the key, three-pointer by Aspen Thompson. Well, that's not going to do it. She's got 5, knocking down the 3 ball. Ahead on the pack, Hadley Thorson off the glass, rolls it in. Govan with the assist. And for Greta, picking up her 5th assist. Hadley with her first field goal. 65-47. Here's Reardon on the wing. Thompson left alone for another three-pointer. Nope. Off the back iron. And J.C. Reardon grabs the rebound. Then Thorson knocks it away. It'll stay with the Knights. 10:53 to go here in the second half. Grand Forks Central up 65-47 in this big 2-point game in the EDC standings. Here's Reardon up top, watched by Peterson. Lauren Reardon, a long 3 from the top of the key. No. Egermont grabs her rebound, number 6. Brooke in the backcourt needs some help. Gets it up ahead. Peterson, they have numbers. Here's Thorson. They had numbers on the baseline. Back to Peterson. Top of the key, Govan. Far side, Olsen. Dribble drive, Olsen stops. Lost the ball, got it back. It was tipped. Back to Thorson up top, Govan. 10 on the shot clock. Inside, Egermont. Turn on jumper. Back iron too hard. A rebound grab there by the Knights. That is Doob clearing off the board, off the Reardon. Reardon, far side, brings it up the floor for Central. All the way down on the baseline. Tried to go to Elwiger. Lost it, or Holwiger. Loose ball picked up by Greta Govan. Here goes Greta Govan. Down the court, layup no. And then the rebound again, grabbed by Doob. She has got Reardon down the court. Layup good. Lauren Reardon now with 24. Carly Govan getting ready to check in for the Highlanders. 67-47. Biggest lead of the game right now for the Knights. 9:40 remaining. Here's Egermont down court. No, but a foul called, and she'll get a couple. If that's on J.C. Reardon, which I believe it is. That would be her 4th. And 7th team foul. So to the free throw line, Brooke Egermont. She's 1 for 3 at the line. And now Coach Adams for Central wants a timeout with 9 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in the second half. Knights leading at 67-47. We're back with more Highlander basketball from the Hack on the Highlander Activity Network. Nine minutes, 40 seconds left to go here in the second half. Brooke Egermont at the free throw line for Valley City. She's got 10.6 rebounds, a couple of helpers. And we'll be shooting 2 here. First one, good. 11 for Egermont. That is right behind Carly Govan, who's got 12. Second free throw, no. Long rebound and controlled by Govan. Carly Govan hustles after that, grabs her 5th board. Entry pass to Egermont. Through a double team, up, good, count it, she's fouled. Well, that'll hopefully jumpstart the offense. Nice play inside. Started with the rebound, and Egermont got the basket. And so Brooke back to the free throw line for the three-point play opportunity. And good on the free throw. So Egermont completes the three-point play. She has got 14. And it's down to a 16-point game, 67-51. There's a steal by Potretz. Oh, down court pass. Govan has to catch up with it and does. Govan to Potratz. Inside, Egermont. Egermont, turn-on jumper, rolls out. And the rebound goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Knights. Highlander ball, 9:19 to go. Valley City down by 16, 67-51. And the inbounds waiting comes into Potratz in the corner. Goes up top, Olsen. Tessa gets it back up top to Potratz. Bounce pass to Govan. Greta inside Egermont, just off the elbow. Backdoor pass, Carly up. No, can't get that to fall. That last foul was called on Allison Dube. That was her first. And the 18th foul on the Knights. Bounce pass inside, another turnover. Highlanders getting some stops now. They need to convert. Here's Olsen. Nice pass over to Govan. Up high off the glass for two. Olsen gets the assist, and Greta Govan gets the bucket. She's got 8. And the Highlanders on a 6-point run here, 67-53. Now a 30-second timeout taken by Coach Adams of Grand Forks Central. So the Highlanders have got themselves right back in this one. A little 6-point run, down by 14. Still lots of time left in this one, 8:36 to go. We've seen the Highlanders go on nice runs where they start hitting their 3-pointers. The key is not turning the ball over, obviously, and limiting your possessions. And you want to limit the other team's possessions, get those offensive rebounds, or cause turnovers, which they have. We come out of the timeout. Carly and Greta Govan, Drew Potratz, Tessa Olsen, Brooke Egermont on the floor for Valley City. Emily Drew was on the floor along with Morgan Hallgren and Aspen Thompson. And also here is Emily Arnold and Lauren Reardon. Driving, Drew, no. On the shot, rebound, Potratz in amongst the trees. Cross-court pass, knocked away. It'll stay with the Highlanders. Drew got the rebound, but then was quickly tied up underneath. And her pass misfired. That full court press here by the Knights. Govan brings it in. Egermont, nice one-handed catch. Try to dribble through a double team. We got a foul called. And that foul is going to be on Lauren Reardon. That is her third personal. 9th team foul. So that will send Brooke Egermont back to the free throw line for the Highlanders, shooting 1-1. She's 3 for 6 in the game at the line. And the right-hander, again, this is the 1-1. Free throw up, good. Another one to go. 15 for Egermont. Came in averaging just a little over 12. Free throw up, no, too hard off the back iron. Rebound Knights. Drew will bring it across the logo for Grand Forks Central. 67-54. It is right now an 7-0 run for Valley City to get within a baker's dozen. Up top, Reardon, or to Hallgren. Drew, 3-pointer. No, hits the top of the backboard. They're calling a foul underneath. On whom? All the officials are getting together. This is a situation where it's like a football game where they take the flag and wave off the penalty and wave off the foul. Or are they asking who the foul was on? So the foul going to be called. They're calling the 3-pointer good by Drew as it hit the top of the backboard and came down and through. The foul called on the Highlanders, Drew Potratz, her 4th after the shot. So the Knights get the possession, and now there's number 5 on Drew. So one of your better 3-point shooters has just fouled out of the ball game. And Sister Dakota will come in for her. So Drew was fouled out with 4 points. And that is team foul number 6 on the Highlanders. So that ball hit the back rim, went up, hit the top of the backboard, did not hit a support, and came back through. So that's why they counted the 3-pointer by Drew. And then after while the ball was in the air, the foul by Potratz, and then she quickly picked up her third. Long 3 by Reardon off the quick catch and release. And the rebound, Brooke Egermont has it for Valley City. And then in the far corner, Olsen, and she falls down, and Reardon just picked up her 4th personal foul. So Lauren Reardon just picked up number 4. J.C. Reardon has 4. And with 7:39 remaining, Tessa Olsen will go to the free throw line and shoot 2 for Valley City. That is the 10th team foul on the Knights. Free throw up and down. 7 for Tessa Olsen. Highlander boys within 9, 41-32. Early second half of the boys game going on up in Grand Forks. Free throw by the lefty. No. Rebound. Oh, we're going to have a jump ball. And possession will keep it with Valley City, as Hallweger and Govan tied that one up. So the Highlanders on the alternate possession will have it. And they come out. Inbounds. Egermont left alone. Long 3 from the left wing. Back iron too hard. And the rebound sneaking in is Reardon, grabbing it. She's got Aspen up ahead of her. Doesn't use her. Drives all the way. Stop. Pop. Shot. Good. Lauren Reardon with 26. Then a near steal by Hallweger and out of bounds. It will stay with Valley City. 72-55. Knights leading back by 17. Biggest lead has been 20. 7:21 to go, second half. Olsen here to Govan. Govan starts up the floor. Here near side, Potratz. Dakota tried to pass it off. Ball stolen. Stolen by Hallgren and then dribbled it off her foot. Couldn't get a shot off. She'll get it off to Giroux. Her shot was blocked by Govan, and Olsen has the rebound for Valley City. Tessa, behind the back dribble through a double team, all the way down to the free throw line, kicks it off to Govan, back to Olsen up top. I don't think Tessa's tried a three-pointer yet tonight. Down low, Govan, shot rolls off. Rebound, Govan gets her own shot back and drops it through. So Carly now with 14, 5.5. 72-57. 6:38 remaining here in the second half. Valley City down. And there's a foul on Greta Govan, her 3rd. 17 foul. So head coach Andrea Adams hoping that Lauren Reardon can stay out of foul trouble, as she's got 4. Now she's at the line shooting 2. Shooting actually the 1 and 1. And misses on the free throw. Hallweger gets the rebound up and good. Kiara Hallweger with 16, came in averaging 6. There's a clean steal by Reardon, going all the way left-hand layup, good. Lauren Reardon now with 28 unofficially. 76-57 Knights. 6:15 to go. Here's second half. Govan in the front court. Pass near side to Olsen. Try to go inside. Govan, tie up, possession to the Knights. So Grand Forks will get the ball on the alternate possession. And we have a timeout on the floor with 6 minutes and 8 seconds left to go here in this second half. 76-57, advantage to Central. We're back with more Highlander basketball on the Highlander Activity Network. Out of the timeout, Central with the lead and the basketball. Here's Reardon, crossover dribble, dribbles through the lane, through a triple team, dumps it off to J.C. Reardon, the layup good. The younger Reardon now in double figures with 10. That is the biggest lead of the game, 78-57, with 5:45 remaining here in this second half. Knights up by 21. Pass, baseline, Potretz in the lane, the lefty, no, rolls off, rebound, Govan, good. Carly Govan grabs her 7th rebound, and now she has 16 points. Cross-court pass, here's Hallgren. Bounce pass far side, Giroux, shot partially blocked by Potretz, and Greta Govan, or Carly actually, grabs the rebound. Starts up the floor, nice pass down court, and Greta misses the bunny. But she gets her own rebound, kicks it off to Olsen. Olsen far side to Potretz. They go down low, off the glass too hard there for Peterson. And the Knights clear off another rebound. 5 minutes to go. Down court pass, grab, up, shot, no. Rebound Giroux, no. And then that is Dakota Potretz with the rebound. Down court pass, here's Faith Peterson. Tried a baseline pass, but that was stolen by Giroux. Gets it up ahead to Reardon. Here comes Govan on the defense. Layup good. Reardon unofficially with 30. And that is the biggest lead at 21, 80-59. With 4:35 to go. Now we got a foul called on Central. And that foul is going to be called on Reardon. That would be her 5th. They got 4 up on the board, but I have her for 4 already. At the free throw line is Tessa Olsen. I must have gave one to her that should have gone to someone else. Or is she at 5? Olsen hits the free throw. That is her 5th. I think, no, she's staying in there. So that is only number 4. But Olsen with the free throw. 4 for 5 at the line for Olsen. She's got 8 points, 7 rebounds. And the free throw on the way. Good. 9 for Tessa Olsen. 80-61. 4.5 minutes to go. Cross court. Hallgren. Reardon. Ball knocked away. Reardon gets it back. Back behind Hallgren. Holwiger. Far side. Onto the wing. Long 3. Thompson. Good. Nothing but net. Aspen Thompson, her 2nd 3. This is a 6. She's got 6 in the half. Again, their biggest lead, 83-61. Here comes Potretz, running 15-footer, too hard. Gets her own rebound, and goes back up, foul call. So Dakota will go to the free throw line and get a couple of charity tosses. And that foul was on J.C. Reardon. That is number 5 on her. So she is fouled out with 10 points. Yeah, that'll bring McKenna Roach into the lineup for Central. Dakota Potretz at the line. First one, no. Dakota looking for that first varsity free throw. Made, 0 for 2. And the second one for the lefties on the way, air ball. And goes out of bounds, it'll be night ball. 4:02 remaining here in half number 2. Grand Forks Central leading at 83-61. Highlander boys cut the lead down to 5, 48-43 against Grand Forks Central up in Grand Forks there in the second half. Here comes Hallwiger all the way down underneath the basket. Gets it out to Hallgren. Hallgren in the lane reaching in and a foul call on a couple of Highlanders could be the guilty party. And it will be on Carly Govan, her 3rd. 8th team foul. So that'll send Morgan Hallgren to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1, or was it a 2-shot foul? 1 and 1. Free throw, no. Rebound, Carly Govan controls. That is her 9th. She starts up the floor for Valley City. Gives it off to Tessa Olsen. 3:40 remaining in this one. Knights about ready to clear their bench. Olsen lobbed it inside for Govan. Lost it. Hallwiger kicks up the loose ball. Then her outlet into the hands of Reardon. Reardon, cross court, knocked away, stolen by Valley City. Nope. Ball rolls out of bounds. It'll stay night ball. Coming in for Central, that's going to be Bella Beauchamp. Highlanders will bring Egermont in the lineup. And it'll be Highlander basketball. trailing 83-61. This game was a 2-point game, 39-37 at the half. Egermont, cross court. Olsen driving in, left side. Over to Thorson. Hadley, no. Backside rebound, grabbed by Roach. Outlet, ball knocked away by Olsen. Loose ball picked up by Peterson. Gives it back to Tessa. Tessa backs up in the corner. Back to Olsen. Or to Peterson. Govan to Thorson. Back to Govan. Faith Peterson inside Egermont. And they're going to call a foul on Aspen Thompson. She was one on the floor, but she'll get her third. So Brooke Egermont back to the free throw line to shoot 2. 3 for 7 in the second half. 4 for 8 for the game. And rims that one out. So far, 13 points for Brooke Egermont. Or check that, 15 points, 7 rebounds. Free throw up, good. Brooke gets 1 out of 2. She's got 16. 83-62 Knights. Near side, Reardon. She's got 30 tonight. Lobbing it inside for Beauchamp. Stolen by Olsen. No. Jump ball, possession, Highliners. 2:45 to go in this one. Valley City will be on the road again Friday night at West Fargo Cheyenne. Then at Fargo North next Tuesday. Both of those are 2-point games in the standings. And with a game with Davies to follow, then they start the second half of the season. Here's a runner, good by Brooke Egermont. 18 for Egermont, 83-64. Backcourt Reardon weaves her way up as she comes across the timeline. 2:22 remaining. And the Knights, we got a double dribble called against Reardon. That's going to bring Charlie Good into the lineup for Central. And it looks like Kramer also checks in. Abby Kramer. Up top, Thorson. Down low, Peterson, a little up and under, left-hand shot, no. Rebound grabbed by Thorson, gets it off to Govan, off the glass for 2. Greta Govan in double figures with 10. Hadley Thorson got the rebound and the assist. And there's a steal off the inbounds. Egermont with the steal and the layup and the foul. So Brooke Egermont at the line for a chance at the 3-point play. That foul's on Thompson. That is her 4th personal. Or they get that on 51, Wynn. Actually, Jaslyn Wynn will pick up the foul, her first. Free throw by Egermont, good. Brooke cashes in on the 3-point play. And Valley City within 14. 83-69, 1:51 to go. 5 possessions. If you hurry, you could do it. Up top, Beauchamp on the far wing, grabbed in the corner. Wynn, back up top, good. 10 on the shot clock. Charlie Good here to the near side, to Kramer. Kramer, back to Wynn. Inside, ball knocked away. 3, 2, 1, controlled by Valley City off the steal. Here comes Govan, back into the front court for the Highliners. Govan, cross-court pass. Egermont, layup, good. Another bucket for Egermont. 83-71. Minute to go. Here's Kramer in the front court. Kramer on the far side for the Knights. Dribbles it off her ankle. Regains control. There's a steal by Govan. Here comes Greta Govan layup. Good. 83-73. Highliners down by 10. 50 seconds to go. Here's another steal. This one, Tessa Olsen. Olsen in the front court. Gets it off to Peterson. Inside Egermont. Double team. Back to Peterson. 3-pointer from the corner. Off the rim. Good clears out the rebound. And we have a jump ball. Possession arrow to the Knights. Well, they're going to bring Lauren Reardon back in the lineup here for Central. 83-73. The Highlanders have cut the lead down to 10 with a 9-0 run. There's a steal by Govan. And then she stepped out of bounds or traveled. Take your pick. But she will turn the ball over with 33.6 seconds to go. Well, they ratcheted up the defense and got some easy buckets, but it'll be too little too late. Pete Reardon into the front court for Grand Forks Central, and then she's fouled. That'll be on Greta Govan. That's her fourth. 19 foul, still only the 1-1. Well, just like that, the Highlander boys now down by 13 after getting down to 5. Free throw by Reardon, good. Unofficially, 31 for Lauren Reardon. Came in averaging 19. The righty's up, swish. And now she will come out again for Abby Kramer. 25.9 seconds to go, 85-73. Highlanders down by 12. Inside pass, Faith Peterson through a double team. Can't get it to go, but Faith will go to the free throw line and get a couple of charity tosses with the clock stopped. So that foul is going to be called against Beauchamp, her first. So Faith at the line. She's got 3 points, 5 rebounds. And good on the first free throw. Another one coming here for Faith. 85-74. Right-hander sends it on its way. Good. Faith gets them both. 85-75. Here's Kramer in the backcourt. Highlanders chasing her with Govan. She's got 4 fouls. She lets it go. Kramer in the front court. Far side, good. And then dribbles it off her foot. Nope, they say it went off of Tessa Olsen. Will stay with the Knights with 10.9 seconds to go. Inbound on the baseline. Waiting, lobbing it up top. Beauchamp. Traveled. Well, the Highlanders get another chance. Down by 10. With 8.8 seconds to go. Peterson to Olsen. Tessa up top. Inside Egermont. Egermont splitting the double team. Good. Kind of flipped it up there and got it to drop through. 85-77. That's going to do it. So a gallant effort here in the final minutes for Valley City, but too little too late. Your final score tonight, Grand Forks Central 85, Valley City 77. We'll step aside. We'll be back with our postgame. This is Highlander Basketball on the Highlander Activity Network. Grand Forks Central picks up the win. Knights are 3-9 because this was again worth 2 points. They are 3-9 in league play, 2-9 overall, and Valley City falls to 1-8 overall in the league and 2-8 overall. Finals tonight: Brooke Egermont, 27 points, 19 coming in the second half to go along with 7 rebounds. Also in double figures, Carly Govan, 16 points, 9 rebounds. Greta Govan finished with 10 points tonight, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. 9 points from Tessa Olson to go along with 7 boards. 5 points from Faith Peterson. 4 points from Drew Potratz. 2 points from Kinley Suffolcool. 2 points from Hadley Thorson. A total of 77 tonight, 37 in the first half, and 40 in the second half. For the Knights, led by Lauren Reardon, 33 points tonight for Reardon. 16 by Kiara Woolwiger. Chasey Reardon had 10. 8 points from Emily Giroux, 8 points from Aspen Thompson, 6 points from Morgan Hallgren, 4 points from Emily Arnold for their total of 85. 39 in the first half and 46 in the second half. Their biggest lead at one point, they were up by 20. Highliners were able to get that lead back down to 10 late in the second half, but just could not, and then finish, of course, by the 8-point margin, but just not quite enough. So again, Grand Forks Central, they are now 3-9 in league play, 2-9 overall. Valley City, 2-8 overall, and 1-8 in league play after this one here tonight. A quick update on the boys' game before we leave you this evening. Highliner boys have come right back again, down 58-55. That game in the second half, 58-55, with Grand Forks Central leading the Highliners late in this second half. So again, that is going to do it for home sports for a while, because we've got Cafe Concert here at the Highland Activity Network. Are we doing Cafe Concert Mondays? Okay. But again, if you want to come out here, Cafe Concert here at the Hack, and the performances again Saturday night at 7, Sunday at 3, and Monday night at 7 o'clock for the Cafe Concert. Again, our final score here tonight, I'm way off, 85-77. Grand Forks Central picks up the win tonight over the Highliners and this 2-point game in conference play. That's going to do it. Again, my thanks to Jaden Johnson and Derek Baer, our directors here tonight, and, of course, Essentia Health, and also to the Valley City Highlander Booster Club, our sponsors here this evening, as, of course, if it weren't for them, we do not get ourselves on the air. Final again, 85-77, Central with the win. Till next time, Paul McDonald saying thanks for joining us, and so long from the Hack.